As a leader of an organization, a family, or a church, you would experience some sort of conflict among the people you lead. And the question is not if, but when, because it would happen. And when it does happen, it is important that you understand as a godly leader how to handle these conflicts when they arise. 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 5 to 12 shares with us how Paul handled conflicts when they arose in the church of Corinth. But the lessons highlighted here in 2 Corinthians are a sequel to what had initially happened in 1 Corinthians chapter 5. I'll give you a little backstory so you can better understand the context. In 1 Corinthians chapter 5, Paul had received a report about the church of Corinth concerning all the sexual immorality that was happening in the church. And if you know anything about Corinth in those times, Corinth was known as a city that was really, really immoral. Like they had a high rate of sexual immorality. But those who were in the church, their minds were renewed and they had come out from the world and they were supposed to be living a pure life. However, there was still a gross perversion of sexual immorality in the church. And in this letter that Paul had received, he heard that there was a certain guy in the church who was having a sexual affair with his stepmother. Instead of the church being in mourning and in sorrow and in shame, they instead used this as some form of spiritual pride. And so Paul wrote to them saying he expected that they as a church, they should have removed this guy from the church. Because him as their leader, even though he was not physically present with them, he had already removed the guy in the name of the Lord Jesus. In a previous letter too that he had written to them, he had warned them that they should not associate with those who did idol worshiping, those who performed sexual sin, those who were in greed. He had told the church not to associate with them. He had told them that even though it's not the church's responsibility to judge the people of the world, but it is their responsibility to judge the people of the church. Coming back now to 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 5, from verse 5, he's telling these people, these Corinthian Christians, that he had asked to excommunicate this guy. He's asking them now to forgive the guy. And he's laying the reasons why they should forgive this guy.